It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut,
An open letter to the Commonwealth's case. Your witnesses are consistent as gas station sushi. It just runs right through you. Your witnesses are a dumpster fire, but sure, blame Karen Reed. Dear prosecution, here we are again, another day, another parade of witnesses who couldn't find the truth if you duct taped it to their foreheads and gave them a Google Maps link. And honestly, at this point, I have to admire the consistency, not in your case. Oh God, no. That's about as stable as a two-legged bar stool at a frat house, but in your absolute commitment to trotting out witnesses who can't seem to keep their story straight for longer than it takes to blink. And today's installment of How Not to Prosecute a Case brings us to the magical shifting testimony of Carrie Can't Keep Her Bullshit Story Straight Roberts. Carrie, who seems to believe that the best approach to eyewitness accounts is to treat them like a buffet. Pick a little from here, add a little from there, and hopefully nobody notices when the plate starts overflowing with contradictions. Carrie has apparently decided to diversify her talents. Forget about being just a friend of the victim. She's also auditioning for the role of unreliable narrator in the true crime docuseries that's practically writing itself. See, the problem with telling a story over and over again is that sometimes you forget which version you told last. The defense, bless their hearts, were more than happy to roll the footage and point out that Carrie's recollections have been changing shape like a lava lamp at a dorm party. The only thing more impressive than how fast Carrie's short story changes is how fast your office keeps pretending that that's not a problem. Do you think if you smile and nod hard enough, the jury will overlook the fact that Carrie's version of events has more alternate endings than a Bandersnatch episode on Netflix? Because I hate to break it to you, but no amount of emotional music and slow-motion courtroom stares can patch the holes in that ship. Memory issues, nervous mistakes, or maybe just a little too much time swapping stories with Michael Proctor at the old backyard block parties, huh? Weird how that never seems to make it into the glossy version of these witness statements. Oh, but don't worry. It's not like your forensic evidence is going to save you, right? Oh, wait, you tied your credibility to the broken taillight. Because of course you did. And the defense, bless their ruthless little hearts, wasted no time slapping your hands away from that cookie jar by pointing out the possibility that the damage occurred after the car was impounded. You know, after the moment when the vehicle should have been in secure and breachable custody, which, if you're following along at home, means your timeline is now officially sponsored by Swiss cheese and Elmer's glue. I mean, my God, you all had only one job. Keep your evidence clean, your witnesses prepped. Instead, you were getting this weird mix of tabloid drama and amateur hour. You've got enough reasonable doubt here to start your own franchise. But you weren't done, were you? No, because when the evidence is garbage and your timeline leaks like a Dollar Tree inflatable pool, what's the next move? Simple. Drag the grieving mother out into the stand. Let me pause for a second because this part deserves it. Shame on you. Truly, shame on every one of you. Watching a mother sob on the story about her dead son is wrenching. It's brutal. It's soul-crushing. It has absolutely nothing to do whether Karen Reed killed him. But that didn't stop you from throwing her up there like a human shield to cover for the fact that your case is being held together with nothing but spit prayers and your own stubborn refusal to admit that you've been wrong from the jump. But go ahead, keep playing that violin while the ship goes down. Then came Nicholas Guarino. Let's call him what he is, the filler actor, a witness whose entire contribution could have been read off an Excel spreadsheet in 5 minutes. I half expected him to break out into an interpretive dance about the cell tower pings because honestly, it may have been more compelling than the dead fish delivery we actually got. And just when we thought the Commonwealth couldn't embarrass itself further, out stumbles Daniel Whitley, whose testimony had more than an 8th grader trying to explain why his homework isn't done. Let me see if I got this straight, Dan. Your memory is just as good today as it was back then, except when it's not, except when the defense asks you basic questions about things you should absolutely remember, like, oh, I don't know how many vehicles were at the scene, what their lights were doing, or how chaotic the entire situation was, and nobody came out that front door. That's when you suddenly get hit with a case of convenient amnesia. Incredible, just absolutely incredible. If selective memory were an Olympic event, you'd be Michael Phelps. Oh, and that little casual downplay of your relationship with Carrie Roberts, nice try. Block parties, no big deal, right? Yeah, Dan. I'm sure you were just there helping put up streamers and handing out lemonade. As for your ties to Michael Proctor, well, isn't that just the cherry on top of this steaming pile of dog shit? Here's the thing, Dan. When you're responsible for transporting Karen Reed under Section 12, and you're also palling around with key players in their bullshit, maybe you should be a little clearer on your allegiances. But then again, why start being honest now? I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. Your witness pool looks like it was recruited off of Craigslist under the listing. Wanted people who kind of remembers bullshit, but must hate Karen. And it shows. Your entire case is one long, wheezing exercise in confirmation bias. You picked your villain early, and now you're bending reality into pretzels trying to make the evidence fit. Problem is, even the jury can smell the desperation. You can't patch this with emotional appeals, sobbing mothers, or witnesses who conveniently forgot everything the moment they got pressed. But because here's what you have proven beyond reasonable doubt. Your chain of evidence is compromised, your witnesses are unreliable, your timeline is garbage, and your theory of the crime collapses under the weight of the slightest scrutiny. But sure, keep telling yourselves that the problem is Karen Reed. Keep selling that story like it's on clearance. The truth is, the only thing Karen Reed is guilty of right now is being railroaded by a prosecution so hell-bent on winning that they've completely abandoned the concept of justice. Well, this isn't law, and the only thing holding up the tent right now is that faint hope that nobody's paying attention. Sincerely, Shizzy Wiznut, the artard riding the short bus, Velcro shoes firmly strapped, star-studded helmet polished, front row seat at your clown show, and your daddy, now and always.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.